Welcome back to R's Daily Dispatch, your go-to podcast for the latest global scoops. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into Thailand's news for July. Buckle up, folks, because the land of smiles is serving up some serious drama. We've got 10 minutes to unpack the political firestorm, economic ups and downs, and what it all means. So let's jump in. First, let's talk politics, because Thailand's government is in the middle of a major shakeup. The Constitutional Court just dropped a bombshell by suspending Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra from her duties. Yep, suspended. This all comes from a petition by 36 senators accusing her of misconduct over a leaked phone call with Cambodia's Senate President Hun Sen. The allegations? That the call undermined Thailand's national interests. Ouch. This isn't just a random scandal. Paetongtarn, at 37, is the country's youngest ever PM, and she's been in office less than a year. Posts on X are going wild, with some saying her approval ratings down to a measly 9.2%. That's rough. The court's decision has fueled protests in Bangkok, with crowds demanding answers. There's even chatter about yellow shirt protesters, those royalist groups from past political showdowns, stirring things up again. Now, Paetongtarn's suspension doesn't mean she's out for good. The court's still reviewing the case, and she's got 15 days to respond. If things go south, she could face dismissal or even a political ban. Meanwhile, Deputy PM Surya Juanggarongkit is stepping in as acting PM, and Parliament's set to reconvene on July 3rd. Oh, and let's not forget Paetongtarn's dad, Thaksin Shinawatra, the former PM, who's still a political heavyweight despite his exile and legal battles. He's facing his own court case for allegedly violating Thailand's strict Lisa Majeste laws back in 2015. A ruling against him could send the 75-year-old back to jail, which would be a massive blow to their family's political dynasty. It's like a soap opera, but with higher stakes. Shifting to the economy, Thailand's markets are showing some surprising resilience. Despite the political chaos, the SET index, Thailand's main stock market gauge, jumped 1.88% today, closing at 1,110.01 points with a trading volume of 41.71 billion baht, about $1.2 billion. Why the boost? Analysts say the court's decision gave some clarity, calming fears of escalating protests or total government gridlock. Plus, falling crude oil prices and optimism about U.S.-Thai trade talks helped. But it's not all rosy. The Bank of Thailand kept interest rates at 1.75%, a two-year low, to cushion the economy against global trade tensions and this domestic turmoil. Some analysts are predicting rate cuts to 1.25% later this year if things get shackier. The Thai baht's been a bit of a roller coaster too, recently strengthening to 32.63 against the dollar, but facing pressure from political uncertainty. Tourism, a huge driver for Thailand, is hitting a rough patch. The Bank of Thailand reported a slowdown in tourist arrivals, which is bad news since the sector's a lifeline for the economy. Add to that a dip in manufacturing, and growth forecasts are looking tight, projected at 2.3% for 2025, down from last year's 2.5%. On the flip side, exports are showing some promise, and automotive production, especially passenger cars, is picking up. So, there's a glimmer of hope there. For investors, it's a mixed bag. The political unrest is scaring off some foreign cash, with the SET index down 20.1% year to date, hitting a 5-year low earlier. Posts on X mention outflows of foreign investment, and the Boom to Thai party's exit from the coalition last month didn't help. But long term, Thailand's still got appeal. Think infrastructure and fintech. The Eastern Economic Corridor, a big development project, pulled in 17.5 billion baht in new investments this year. Analysts are recommending stocks like power companies and hospitals that aren't too tied to political swings. Travelers, listen up. A new advisory's out, urging caution, especially in Bangkok and southern provinces, where political protest and localized violence are risks. Most demonstrations are peaceful, but they can disrupt traffic or turn messy fast. So, if you're planning a trip to Thailand's beaches or temples, keep an eye on local updates. As we wrap up, Thailand's at a crossroads. The political crisis could deepen if the court rules against Paetongtarn or Thaksin, and that could ripple into the economy. But the market's bounce today shows some resilience, and Thailand's long-term potential in trade and tourism is still strong. It's a wild time to be following Thai news, isn't it? That's all for today's episode.